Weird. Hey, everybody. Of course my chat's not coming up because I don't have the chat page up. Oh. I not only did I not do the chat page, but I didn't write a title for the video. I really screwed up the show today. Oh my goodness. One little sip of coffee and my brain just goes all to shit. Okay, I'm alright. Let me just try to... Oh, Teresa, hello. There we go. Okay, someone is here. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. Okay, great. Hey, Dean. How's it going, buddy? Cool, cool. Yes, yes. Okay. Okay. So... Caleb, what's up, buddy? How is it going? He says, oi. Is that like oui in French? Okay. I'm good, thanks. Man, the fucking coffee. Jake Smith? Jake Smith? Jake Smith is here? To what do I owe this honor, cuz? Wow. Bring a smile to my face in 1 second. I don't know. Makes me feel valid when a family member pops on my show. Nothing makes me happier. Nothing could make me happier right now, Jake. It's so good to see you. I'm so glad you're here. Thank you for popping in, man. I hope you can stay and watch the whole show. You probably heard that I've been getting into a little bit of the cryptocurrency lately. You might notice some changes around here. And that's been going really well. I hope that all is well with your brother and with the rest of your family. Give everybody a hug and a kiss from me, please. And next time you see my sister, give her a hug from me too, please. And my mom. It's so good to hear from you. I don't even know if you're in Florida right now. I'm making a lot of assumptions here, aren't I? I'm just glad you're here. Hey, Chris. Hey, Caleb. Karen and Chris. Okay, cool. We're all caught up. Hell yeah. Broke 58. Yeah, it got up to 59. 59.5. I want to say was the high last night. 50, and now today's high is 58.05. Is it not giving me? Oh, 59.5. No, 59.575. That was the high. Looking great. So, okay. All caught up with my family stuff. I'm still having power issues here. So I'm running on street power. I turned off my inverters because they were going on and off. I have no idea what the point is of that, but hopefully my solar guy will figure it out. Something else is going on I wanted to bring up. It just kind of slipped my mind. It'll come back to me. something going on in the news or something that I wanted to discuss on here. Oh, I remember. Yeah, great. So, H.A. Goodman, my buddy, that I love so much, he likes to say that Donald Trump was the anti-war president, that all he did was pull troops out of foreign wars and save American soldiers' lives. And that's what H.A. Goodman likes. But what H.A. Goodman doesn't tell his audience is that Donald Trump stepped up the Yemen bombing and droning and murdering going on over there. So don't ever let anybody tell you that Donald Trump was an anti-war president. He was not. That's a fucking narrative and a lie. I just think it's important that you guys know the truth. And, hey man, Joe Biden is even worse. He's going in there and Yemen is a fucking disaster and he's just making it worse. Bombing, bombing, bombing. More bombs and funds to Saudi Arabia so they can bomb Yemen. Check out Kyle Kulinski this morning. He explains it all. It's horrific. Mikey HDZ, what's up, brother? Randy Church, good morning, Randy. I got my big 2-pound coffee. What, son? Mountain Man cup. Well, my second cousin dropped in here and said, hey, and then never responded to me. So, typical, right? All right. I don't understand why people come in, they say something to me, and then they don't engage with me, man. It is really discouraging and disappointing. Hey, Jeff, what did you miss? Nothing, man. We just started. Just had my feelings hurt, that's all. Just got my feelings hurt, man. That's okay. I will move on with my day here. So, I can turn the heater off. Let that shit go. We're here. I gotta let it go. I can't let shit get to me like that, bro. I'd be going crazy all day. It just, sometimes sitting in this seat right here, it sucks. Sometimes it sucks. Because you can't see everything, you don't know what's going on the other side of that computer screen. And sometimes, if you get distracted like I just did, it'll deteriorate your show, man, because people don't want to hear you going off on stuff that they don't necessarily understand and I understand that. So, what do you think about that rising wedge? I don't know what wedge you're referring to, Adam. What wedge are you talking to? Did I say talking to? What wedge are you talking about? Rising wedge? I mean, do you mean, what do I think about the value of Bitcoin going up? Is that what you're asking me? That was a weird way to say it. Rising wedge. What? Does that refer to something in specific? In the way people figure it out? Jeff, I like when you tell people about themselves. I like when you tell people about themselves. Jeff, you mean like the way I ripped Kyle Kulinski apart yesterday and told him what kind of a person he really was, that he's a phony and a liar? You mean like that? Let me know, Jeff. I would love to know if that's what you're referring to. Let me know if that's what you're referring to. Sonia, hey, what's up? And the others. Sonia says, hi, nay, and the others. Sounds so creepy. The others. Yeah, I've got lots of questions out there. I'm just kind of waiting for some of the answers to come back from y'all. Okay. Beep boop. Adam says on the daily chart, the rising. What do I think about it? Well, I told my audience weeks ago that this is what Bitcoin is going to do. It's just going to keep rising wedge. style. You tell people the truth. Jeff Murphy, I do tell people the truth. A lot of people don't want to hear me telling other people the truth. You know what I say about those people? Fuck them. Fuck them. If you don't like somebody calling other people out on their bullshit, then you've probably got a lot of bullshit yourself that you're sitting on top of. So I understand when someone can't handle my show, it's not necessarily the screaming and the attitude. It's more the fact that they know that if I could see them for what they were, they'd be the next people getting eviscerated. You know, and they're scared. They're like, he's going to figure me out and he's going to rip me apart next. Goddamn right I will, because you fucking deserve it. For whatever reason for whatever things you did, you know, I'll get you. See, people open up those fat fucking mouths to me, man, and I can't help myself. You know, it's just like Kyle Kalinske. He's throwing that shit. You know, he's throwing that shit out there about you know, the next great new politician that's going to save the day. I got to call him out on his bullshit. You know, Ron Placone, I was hoping Ron would get with me, and he didn't. But I was hoping, you know, Ron and I would be able to talk maybe on today's show with you guys about that. But that didn't happen. Never heard from Robert either, guys. And I did get another order, a free delivery order from Sheath Underwear. So thank you, Sheath. I got to call Robert out, man. I got to call you out, bro. I love being sponsored by you. But you asking to be on my show and me going, yeah, let's do an interview, or me asking you to be on and you accepting it, you need to understand, every day after that, I promoted your spot on my show. I told everyone, every show, that you were coming on, and you never even emailed me. Now, I understand personal emergencies and things like that, but I got a life too, man, and I got things I'm doing too. And I've got a lot of people that rely on this show. I mean, even if it's only 20 people or 30 people, give or take, I was entitled to at least some sort of an email to let me know that you weren't going to be able to make it in the morning. That's all. It was rude. And like I said, I understand personal emergencies, but when you got an emergency and you got to leave people hanging, you should let them know. So that's my sponsor. And if you think I don't call people out on their bullshit, I'm calling my sponsor out on their bullshit. And they might drop me. And I don't care. If they drop me, they can drop me. I don't care. But if it's because I'm keeping it too real for them, hey, man, I understand. But nobody gets a pass on this show. Nobody. Not my favorite people in the world. And as soon as I see you fucking up, I'm calling you on it because it's what I do. It's word of mouth, man. That's the best way for business. Yeah, if only I could get those mouths to start talking, huh? Ronnie Vela says he's buying Bitcoin. Ronnie, I'm so happy. Yes, buy it. Buy Bitcoin. I truly believe in it. Not to give anyone financial advice or to tell anyone what to do, but I have a tendency to let people know what I'm up to, and that's what I'm up to. And, you know, if you think I'm getting most things right most of the time, well, then I might be right about Bitcoin too. Now, I say it like that because if you're on the fence and you listen to me all the time and you're still on the fence, you don't deserve to know how I really feel about it. You know what I mean? You know I keep it real all the time. A lot of you come in here and say, "Nay, you keep it real," and I love that, and then you leave. And you don't stay and watch the show and support, or you don't share it, or you don't get high with me, you don't share me a digit. You know, you'll come in, you'll say a nice thing, but then you'll leave. If you really think I'm keeping it real and you really love it, then stay and watch the whole show. You know, stay. Hang out. I'll try not to scream at you if that's really what's rubbing you guys the wrong way. You know, but sometimes I like to scream. There's risk involved, but of course this is a good bit. There's risk involved in anything you do in life. You want to get a driver's license and learn to drive a car? You could get into a car accident and die. You know, you could run someone else over and go to prison. There's risk involved in everything. You know, you come on this show, you're taking a risk. You might get eviscerated like Kyle Kalinske did yesterday. And if you guys want to see the Kyle Kalinske evisceration, I highly recommend you watch yesterday's morning show. It was a show of shows. Go into the last hour or so of that show and listen to me rip Kyle Kulinski limb from limb. Bob Reed says, I'm watching. First time I've ever seen the show. Bob Reed, welcome to my show. And congratulations for finding me. I think you might like it, Bob. I don't know anything about you, but I am an over-the-top entertainer, and I do a lot of craziness on the show. We keep it real, and we keep it fun, we keep it exciting, and I try to help as many people as I can, too, throughout the day. He isn't saying put your whole life savings in it, people. That's true. I will never say that. But I will say this. It is looking more to be a viable place to put your savings into. I will say that. And they say never. So let me take that back. I may tell you one day to put your entire life savings into Bitcoin. I may. So Chris, not against you, because right now I'm not telling people that. You're correct. But that might not hold true in the future. So I'm the one that's incorrect on that. Bitcoin is becoming a more viable place for people to store their money. Why? Because when you take your money out, there's more of it to take out than if you had it sitting in a bank. It's that simple. I mean, it's very rare that somebody puts money in Bitcoin, then they go back and they check, a month later, and there's less money in that account than there was a month ago. It's very rare that happens. And if it happens, it'll wait. It'll go back up. It's climbing. Don't need to come on here. People get butt hurt. Bob Reed, I love it, right, Bob? The thing is this, Bob. My name in real life is Ben Shader. I'm a super guy. My friends love me. I've got great friends, and I do great things for great people. On this show, I get into character, and I play my alter ego, Trendy Nay. Banane, if you will. And when Banane comes out, Ben Shader goes away and takes a vacation. And Nay comes in and destroys everything that gets in his way. He is a wrecking ball. He is a industrial-sized bulldozer. And I'm good at it. I like to do it. I don't like bullshit. I don't like people getting away with bullshit. So I like to call them out on it. And it's fun, and you never know where my craziness is going to lead in a show. I mean, not the most entertaining thing for a lot of people to watch, but that's what I do. And if you can, that's people you like to be around, well, then you're going to like this show. We use cannabis. It's a cannabis crypto show. I'm going to do a bong hit right now, Bob. Bob Reed. That's a strong name, Bob Reed. I like that name. Bob Reed. Bob Reed. Bob Reed's going to come over and fix it, man. Bob Reed's going to come over and settle this shit. Bob Reed. That's a strong name, bro. You just feel like it just sounds like you handle shit when it comes your way. Bob Reed takes care of business. Facebook is censoring. Yeah, well, come on over to YouTube, bro. Come to YouTube. I'm broadcasting on YouTube. The channel is called Nay's Garden. And he says fire it up. I love this guy, Bob Reed. I love this guy. Hey, was going to go big, but now I'm going to go slow ski small. Look at this. You know what they say? The smaller the bong, the bigger the cock. What? Oh, slow ski's packing. That's why, man, I don't like using big bongs. Everyone's thinking I'm trying to compensate. He's trying to overcompensate. What's he trying to overcompensate for? Hey, man, I got a little bubbler. I mined $25 of Bitcoin, and it cost $173 because I thought it said the fee was $173. Make sure to use your strongest glasses. Mined? I don't understand when it says you mined. What? Jeff, you like that? I can be funny. Nay's the real deal of Nay all day, with Nay in the garden, smoking cannabis with all trendies. Cheers. ORF. Thank you, buddy. Joey Maloney, what? I mean, I thought I said $1 for 73. I was wrong. It was 173. Holy fuck. Joey, let us know what app you are using so we can avoid it like the plague. Who fucked you like that? You loved it? Okay, let's do this. This is for Slowski. This is for Nick Brown. Nick, right? Was that you? Yes, it was Nicky. Shut up. It was Nicky. All right, cheers. Tiny bong time. Tiny bong. Little bong, huge rip. Allow me to demonstrate. You got a couple of carb minis? Coinbase to Coinbase wallet? Oh, thanks for telling me because I downloaded the Coinbase wallet because I didn't know. Thank you for telling me, Joey Maloney. Thank you. Okay, we'll keep it in Coinbase, bro. Transfer it to your wallet in Coinbase, man. They've got a wallet in Coinbase already. They've got a fiat wallet and a crypto wallet. Just like, oh, listen to little bubbles. Yeah, let's do a dab and listen to these little bubbles. Look at this vortex. We're going to vortex. Watch right here in the globe. And watch it go down and equalize back up. I fucking love that part too. Bob Reed. I'm hoping they make it legal here. It's in Congress now. Bob Reed, where do you live? Are these people that just wait for their governments to legalize drive me crazy. Bob, pack your stuff and move to a legal state. Give them your oh man, you're in the shittest state in the union, Alabama. Let me tell you something. There's only one state that's worse than Alabama. It's Kentucky. Alabama's over Kentucky. Alabama man. Alabama man. Bob Reed, Alabama man. Nothing against you for being an Alabamian. I'm from Florida. I'm a Floridian, so I'm a Southern boy. But, God, Alabama's bad, bro. Yeah, you're a Yankee? My mother, it was from New York, but my father was from Orlando. So I'm like both. I got, the whole East Coast thing going on, and I got the whole cool California thing going on. Yeah, baby, California, baby. And I got this good old Southern boy in me too, man. Fucking I've eaten rattlesnake around campfires with some of the best goddamn people on the planet. So, I almost killed some folks once. Sitting around a campfire. I had some bullets. I thought they were blanks. They were rat shot. And I threw the rat shot into the fire. And they started exploding. And my buddy was like, what is that? I was like, I threw those blanks in the fire. He's like, those aren't blanks. Those are rat shot. Everybody run. It's the funniest thing. Bam, bam, bam. Oh, those were the good old days, let me tell you. Good morning, brother. How's it going? Yeah, 4 a.m. to drain the battery. And power went out. Yeah, I guess the batteries went all the way down to almost zero. It was running on just battery. It wasn't seeing the current. Right. Yes, and when the power was going on and off, on and off, on and off, the generator was coming on and off, and the transfer switch was clicking so loud. I thought it was a breaker that was breaking, but I'm pretty sure it's the transfer switch just popping one way and then the other. It did that like 3 or 4 times, I think. Okay. Well, I turned off the microinverters and the generator is off, and I'm running on street power right now because I flipped the main service breaker above the 4 inverter. Yeah, I flipped that and my power came on suddenly. So I turned off all the inverters. They're all off right now. I just figured I'd let you know and you could deal with it whenever. Yeah, I believe I may have turned them off there. I can't remember. When I flipped the blue buttons off, I can't remember if I turned off those 4 breakers. I think I did not. I think all I did was I flipped the 1 breaker on top of those 4. Oh yeah, the inverters are off right now. The only reason I did that was because it kept flipping that transfer switch. Yeah, yeah, and the generator kept coming on and off. And I talked to Louise this morning, and he said he was gonna put the mode. I would just try to put the mode in. It I think it was in grid cell, grid cell, and I put it in limit power to load to see if I could get my power back on. And he's like, "Yeah, we're gonna leave that on." I think he said leave it on load and take it off of grid cell and just use time of use. I don't know, man. Louise. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I like that. That's why you're my guy. Right. Right. Okay. I turned them off because I turned the generator on this morning. So I turned those off. Um, okay. No, not other than it clicking on and off this morning with the generator. No, I didn't have any problems with it. It seemed like it was just like just not seeing grid power. Like grid and generator are being confused or something. I don't know. Oh, then that would explain why it's doing that, right? If the transfer switch is messing up, then that would explain the behavior we're seeing. Okay, okay. 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 Hmm. Yeah. No, I'm fine. It'll be fun. We'll make a day of it. I'll bring the dog. Okay, I'll see you when you get here then. Thank you, brother. Okay. Bye bye. So that was my solar guy, and we think we're figuring out what the issue is. Might have a faulty transfer switch. So it's okay if that's what the deal is. I mean, it's brand new. It'll be under warranty and all that shit. Um, let me respond to some of the things that you guys said. I was reading what you said while I was talking to my guy. Yeah, there are a lot of Florida stories, right? Dave C. Don't get me started. Yankee in Alabama, like my cousin Vinny, right? As soon as I can afford to move to America, I will. I would love to live in California, says Levi. Bob Reed, but I'm a Yankee. Okay, cool. So we made it this far. Okay. Also bought GameStop at 255 and it went to 300, then it dropped to what it is now. You went through that the other day. Alabama will be last to legalize. I mean, not if they legalize federally, then everybody has to do it. As soon as I can afford to move to America, I will. Okay, Michigan, says Bob Reed. Yankee in Alabama, like me. Okay, Lowell, crazy ass. Levi, damn. So many Florida stories. Little do we know that this is a Florida man who does all this shit. I'm trying to get a Binance account. It's taking forever to verify. There's some of these. Wow, it's getting cold in here fast. Holy shit. Some of these apps that you download to do cryptocurrencies are really bad about verifying your identity and taking their time to get you verified. And I'm still not verified on fucking Kraken. You know, it's just like, it's bullshit. But some of them are quick and easy, man, and you'll get through, like Cash App. You know, you can get through on Cash App. You can get crypto.com. You know, Coinbase is pretty painless. Some of them are hard, but other ones are a lot easier. And just get a lot of them, you know, and you'll find the ones that are good. Look, we just hit 59,000, guys. 59,000. Look at that rise. Look right above my head here. Look at this rise going up. Look at this. See that? That's great. Nice gradual walk up there. Okay. So let's respond to some of this. Little do we know that names. Okay. I'm trying to get a Binance account. Okay, right. I haven't seen Cardano on Coinbase yet. No, I don't know if it's available to purchase yet, but you can get Cardano on crypto.com and you can get Cardano on a bunch of other apps. I'm sure you can get it on Gemini. You could get it on probably on Bitcoin.com. I don't know. There's a bunch of other apps though that you can probably get it from. They're censoring me so bad. I get on somebody's live and say something. They shut me down for 3 months every time. They're just looking for me to say something they don't like. Bob Reed, let me just give you a little bit of advice, being somebody who has been censored and algorithmed into almost nothing. Me. Watch your language, man, and try not to don't use social media to fight with people. You know? Get on social media to get mad with other people. You know, instead of getting mad at people. You know, too often I've got a really good friend and he likes to go on his Facebook and argue with people that have a differing opinion from his. And they sit there and they just fucking scream at each other and call each other names on Facebook. It's the stupidest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. It's pointless. Find the people that you agree with, right? And bitch about that shit. Instead of going after those people, because you don't have to change their minds. You know? Just build your own network. Do it. You're self-defeating if Facebook keeps censoring you. And it's just like my buddy. He's getting censored by Facebook too. In fact, a couple of my buddies are getting Facebook censored because they don't know how to, you know, they don't know when to do that. Coinbase Pro? Oh, I don't know about Coinbase Pro. I haven't. What's the point of using Coinbase Pro? Why not just stick with Coinbase? What's the advantage of Coinbase Pro? I believe that they've been fighting that law for 40 years. That law. What's up, Caliana? Hey, Bob Reed, I understand. I'm banned currently. Why are you banned? Arguing with people? You guys, don't go on Facebook to argue with people, man. Go on Twitter and find people you agree with. And then support each other instead of being so counterproductive. You guys are being counterproductive against yourselves when you do this. There's absolutely no point in going on social media and arguing with people about shit. You know how many people have come in here and challenged me to debates? And before I used to beg people for debates. But it depends on the topic too. But you know how many people have come into my podcast and asked me debates, and I'll be like, no, I'm not going to debate you on that. And they'll be like, oh, see, he won't debate me. Oh, he won't debate me. Yeah, I'm not going to fucking debate you. There's several reasons for it. I'm not going to go through them right now. My point is this. I'm not here to fucking argue. My other point is this. I know I'm fucking right. Why would I waste my time with your lame ass? I'm not going to change your mind anyway. You think you could debate me on something. Right? Right? You get it? You understand that? So, it's social media. It's supposed to bring you together socially. You know, it's not separatist media that pushes people apart. And when you treat it like separate, you create your own experience on any platform. I don't care where it is. I don't care if it's Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, wherever you are, Twitch. You decide who to follow. You attract the kind of people that you want to be around you. And, you know, me being me today brought Bob Reed into my life. I couldn't be fucking happier. He's got a goddamn rooster avatar. Psst, cock-a-doodle-doo, motherfuckers. You know what we're saying? Oh, no, I'm sorry. That was my Mick Jagger. That was my Mick Jagger impersonation. I was born in a crossfire hurricane. Bow, 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 bow. You do like the Crypto Watch desktop? Thank you, Joey Malone. Bring more people to my show, brother. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channels, all of them. I've got 20 YouTube channels. Subscribe to all of them. They're easy to find. Just go to the front page of any one of my channels, and you'll see links to all the other ones. And you subscribe to all of them and click on one of those, and it'll bring up more. Subscribe, click the bell so you get notified when I go live. Let's blow it up, man. Let's get some people in here. You know, I'm not ashamed of the fact that the audience has kind of refreshed itself lately. There's a lot of new people, and it makes me really happy. I love seeing these new people come in. I hope when you guys understand that I do this 3 times a day, you'll understand it's important that, until my numbers get big, and big for me would be like 50 people on a live stream. That would be big. And that's across all platforms. If I would just have 50 across all the platforms, 5 on this one, 10 on this one, 3 on that one, and 20 on this one, and it added up to 50 every time I went live, I'd just be like, yeah, pop in whenever you can make it, but it's not like that. And so if you can make it to every show as much as you can, 3 times a day, morning, noon, and night, try to pop in and catch a show, We're at 59.5, people. Look at this percentage, plus 8.39. Went up as I was telling you the percentage. Isn't that funny? 59.5. Now that's going to be a break point, man. People are going to be buying and selling right now. They were waiting. 59.5. You guys are going to learn this about rounded numbers. Look at that. Dude, was it just 59.5 or was it 59.6? It must have been 59.6, right? And I misread it? I'm sorry, I suffer from misreading of numbers. That's not dyslexia. Now it's 59.5. I saw that. It's just sometimes I look at a number and I see the wrong number. It just happens to me. It's cost me dearly in my life, that little, mistake that I make. So I've learned to look at numbers over and over and over again if it's important. Dude, it was 59.5, then it jumped up to 59.6 just as I blinked my eyes. So that must mean, like I said, as I was saying it, those are programmed bids, right? So people are either buying or selling, and they've got it programmed. When it hits 59.5, when it hits 59.6, I'm going to do it. And all those bids come through, and all of a sudden the price jumps up or down. It might go up 100, it might go down 100, or it might stay dead right where it is and hover and not move at all from the 0, 0, 0, 0, because all of those competing bids are all pushing against each other and keeping that value right in the middle. The more of an understanding you have of what's going on with these currencies, the more comfortable you will feel when you decide, hey, I think I want to dabble. I think I'm going to dabble a little bit here. Dabble in the markets per se. You were at 8.3 and it went up 100, then back down. Justin Barnes. Hell yeah, buddy. Take a gander over here at all of the list of currencies that I am currently investing in, most of them, in the green there. That's great. It's great to see, Market's up. I don't even feel the need to check and see how I'm doing on my balances right now. It's when especially when Bitcoin is doing good, I feel like everything is going to follow right behind. A little about bits. I've heard of them, but don't understand. Cryptocurrency it's like another form of currency like the American dollar that is based on blockchain technology. Okay? The dollar is based on the Federal Reserve. Okay? And there's a massive amount of manipulation that the United States federal government can do to currency, printing their own money, changing interest rates. They manipulate like crazy, like addicts, like drug addicts, right? Cryptocurrency is on blockchain technology. The federal government can't touch it. Blockchain technology is my computer connected to your computer, connected to your friend's computer, and it goes on and on and on and on and on. Then it gets to a giant company, and they've got servers, walls of servers, and it connects to those servers. Then it goes into another giant corporation, and it connects to those servers. The federal government can't touch it. It's encrypted, hence the name crypto. It's encrypted to the point that each transaction is separated out 7 times among, don't quote me on this, but something like this, 7 times among all of those different computer systems, right? And verified by 7 different systems and stored all across the blockchain. So no one can get in there to start manipulating like the federal government. The only thing people can really do is buy and sell to try to short it. You know, buy and sell the currency. That's it. The federal government wants to try to dump money into crypto. Good luck. Best of luck to you. So blockchain technology just exists of one computer connected to another computer, right? Basically, chained together. And on those computers resides this web, you know, uncrackable kind of like a nervous system inside your whole body, right? That not one part can be taken out and destroy the whole thing. Like if a block of servers goes down, if the power goes out somewhere, and you got power somewhere else, you got power all, you know, you still have all the information is still floating around. Now, if the grid were to fail completely, it's all gone. It's all gone. You know, you got no way to redeem it. You've got nothing. That's if a complete massive failure of society. And when that happens, hopefully you've made enough crypto that you were taking some out and you were buying all the things you'd need for when the economy and society fails, and you've been watching this show and other shows that allow you to fend for yourselves and survive in a world that doesn't have police departments and hospitals, you know, and grocery stores and 7-Elevens where you buy your fucking corn dogs and your Coca-Colas. That's one big splash of Covfefe. Who's smoking? What? Who's trying to smoke with me here? Nobody's even smoking cannabis anymore, pal. What, did you smoke for Chris Meadows before? Nobody's even doing that. Oh, it was Nick Brown. Hey, Chris Meadows, I may have missed you, buddy. Chris Meadows, I think I did. Chris Meadows gets the first bong rip. Cheers, buddy. This is a redo. I'm just loving hitting this little bong so much. Cheers. Cheers, Slowski. Thank you for this bong, bro. I love it. I love it when my audience members send me gifts. Isn't this cool, man? This is the best. Little bong, big bong. Right? An electromagnetic pulse, fucking volcano, clouds out the sky, an earthquake destroys California, another virus, or even COVID takes a turn. Hey, 420, 59, 420, 59, 420, 59, 420, 59, 420. I saw it on the TV. 59, 420. That's plenty for me. I like to see 59, 420. Man, just hover at 59, 420, bro. You could just hover between 59, 420 and 59, 710, bro. Just hover between 710 and 420, bro. It's cool. 420 and 710, bro. It's cool. Look at that 59.5 hover, guys. That's forces pushing it. Buying and selling at the same time. Keeping it right there at 59.5. Look at that tabletop graph display, 59.5. Look at that tabletop. It's going up a little bit. Look at that. Wow, it's almost like I'm pushing it up with my wizardry. I'm pushing it up with my wizardry and my giant beard. I'm pushing it up. I'm pushing up the value. Raw 60! I'm seeing 600. Yeah, bam! Let's go all the way to 60. Let's take it to 60. What do you guys say? Anybody else want to go to 60? I'd like to see 59.710 personally. I just want to see 59.710. Can we make that a thing, please? Hey, judges. Judges say. They say. Come on, 710, make it a thing. 710! Yeah, we did it. 427.10. What? What, palsy wowsy? We gotta smoke a dab. What are you saying, pal? You gotta do a dab for that. 420 to 710. Nobody's even doing that anymore. What are you talking about? Nobody's even doing dabbies anymore, pal. What are you doing? Dabbies? Who do you think you are, Iceman? Nobody's Iceman anymore, pal. He doesn't even come to your show but once a week. Unreal, pal. Psst. All right. Hey, man. Here's my impersonation of Ben from BitBoy Crypto doing a an interview with somebody. Mm-hmm. 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 Yeah. Mm-hmm. What? Oh, my bad. Mm-hmm. 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 Oh, oh. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. What, this little thing? Oh, this little thing? This is the Big Shot GT 8000 by Blazer. Highly, highly recommended. And everything I recommend is highly recommended because I'm always high when I'm recommending it. Highly recommended. The Blazer Big Shot. It gets very hot, so put it far away from you when you're done with it. You're dealing with very high temperatures. Like this Covfefe and this 2-pound mug. What? 2-pound mug? What? Nobody's got a 2-pound mug anymore, pal. Crackhead's lighter, right? Well, you've come to the right place, Bob. I was quite the crackhead at one point in my life. Gonna do dab, dude? Bro, you gonna do a dab? Yeah, Trendy Nick. Yo, dude, come out here. What's up, bro? Yo, dude, Trendy Nick's talking about us, dude. Whoa, bro, what's he saying, bro? He's saying, gonna do dab, dude, bro. Gonna do dab. Whoa, dude, yeah, bro, that's us, dude, yeah, bro. Yeah, bro, you gonna do dab, bro? Yeah, dude, let's do dab. Yo, Nays dabbing, bro. Right on, bro, let's do dab, bro. Okay, dude, cheers, bro. Cheers, bro. I forgot who I was smoking for. Who was after Nick Brown? Shit. Dropped a digit for me. Sonia, thank you, Sonia, for dropping a digit. Thank you, Sonia. Thank you, Sonia. Cheers. Did and to our new member here, Bob Reed. If you want to do a dab, you can just squish a little bud. You can just squish it and get the oil out and do a dab. That's what this is. This is rosin, squished out with a rosin press. You can use as a hair straightener. Turned up to 200 degrees with some parchment paper, fold it in half, put the bud in there, squish it down, use a vice grip with use some wood so you don't crush the thing. You can use a clamp, vice grip. Yeah. Oh, and another thing, Bob, you're going to love this. The word that you just tried to use on my live stream is blocked. And I'm going to tell you why. You'll see when your chat comes through, you'll see that word's blocked. It comes out as stars. I'm assuming you said weed. A little quick education on the word weed and the history behind it. It was used by William Randolph Hearst to put cannabis down. The word weed, and he knew it in the dictionary, means still to this day a useless plant. So they used to call it the devil's weed, made it even worse, right? Not only that, but I asked my audience members in the live stream to call it only cannabis because, number one, that's what it's called. Number two, William Randolph Hearst is the man who invented the word marijuana. And we don't want to... I love this guy, Bob Reed. He says, okay, gotcha. I'm not even done explaining it. I'm not even done explaining what? I'm not even done explaining it. So, when I'm around people, I call it cannabis. It's like I was just talking to someone yesterday and I called it cannabis. And then they call it weed or anything. I don't say anything. It's not my business to correct them or whatever. But if somebody hears me call it cannabis and then they ask me, why do you call it that? Then I'm like, I'm glad you asked. Let me tell you a little bit of the history behind the words that people use to put our movement down, to put us down. Words like stoner, words like pot, and racist words like marijuana and reefer, or just negative terms like dope, and weed. And pot is also a pothead. What a negative terminology. I don't want to be called a pothead. I don't want to be known in that sense, because to me that sounds like a put down. And there's a lot of people out there in the world who use that term to put people like me and other cannabis users down as well. So we are trying, the reason we do that, there's actually a reason now. The reason is we want everyone to have access to it. And maybe if people would stop putting it down and putting themselves down, more people would be in tune. Instead of that stupid fucking 65% bullshit. Oh, 65% of people, want cannabis. 75%. I want it 100% of people. And if we stop calling ourselves potheads and we stop using racist terminology like the word marijuana, all these fucking racist cucks everywhere that continue to use that in the press, the media, politicians, writing laws with a racist word, podcasters. Like Kyle Kalinske. Lobo, what's up, brother? How are you, man? Man, we gotta get, if I say his name right, maybe he'll appear. Jacobite, Weed Warrior in here, Lobo. We've got to get Jacobite Weed Warrior in here. When you're in here, Lobo. We got to get you guys in here at the same time. I apologize, brother. Never again I'll use that word. Oh, Bob, right on, brother. I'm so glad. You don't owe me an apology. Listen, you've been indoctrinated, and indoctrination is something we talk about on here all the time, and that's not your fault. I've been indoctrinated. Everybody gets indoctrinated here. You know? It starts out when you're really young, and it goes on and on and on, and it never ends. The indoctrination never ends. So you're conditioned like Pavlov's dog to use certain terms. You're conditioned by society, by school teachers, by the media, by your friends. You know? There's a book that can help bust you out of that. It's called The Emperor Wears No Clothes by Jack Herer. It explains all of it, man. It makes things so much more clear. Back again to past class time. This is class Best West GT. We're in session right now. We're in Cannabis 101. And let me grab this book. What the hell? Dude, are you kidding me? Whoa, dude. This thing just dropped and hit fucking cement. This thing just dropped and hit the fucking rock top of my fireplace, which is 1 inch, 1.5, 2 inch thick rock. That this just dropped 2.5 feet. And you guys heard it. And I was like, dude, that sounded like my glass dabber. And I'm looking for it, and I'm like, it couldn't have gone all the way down onto that rock. Because I didn't hear glass shatter. Right? And I moved the wood, there's a wood carrier over, it's got my motorcycle helmet on it, because it hit that first. And I move it over, and this thing is laying right on the goddamn rock, man. Clanky, clanky, man. 2.7 boy. What? 2.7 boy glass. What, son? What? I'm gonna fucking do a dab with this. I'm doing a dabby with this. What? Shut up. You're very good, yo. We're gonna do a dabby with this. Yo, sit down. Yo, you know. Oh, what? What was I gonna show you this book? Nobody's even trying to show him the book anymore, pal. What are you doing? Don't show him the book. Nobody wants to see that anymore, pal. It says marijuana right on the cover. Nobody wants to see that racist bullshit, pal. Yes, they do use that word in this book, but understand, they didn't quite understand, even though they expose all of it, they didn't quite understand that they should have used this book as a demonstration to not use the word, right? But I was explained that the reason why this word appears is because they really felt like the most of society doesn't know it by any other name but this. And while there are some people that might not recognize the word cannabis, and when I've said it, people have said, "What? What is that?" You know, I've been questioned before. I don't think it's so many that I would succumb to a racist term, which they explain why it's a racist term in this book. And then they use it on the cover. A little bit hypocritical. This is the best fucking book in the world. This is the best fucking book, and this is the greatest man of all time. The greatest man who ever lived. He could have changed the planet. If he was still alive today, we would have survived an extra 100 or a couple hundred years, the human race, but we're doomed now for sure. he could have brought us some time. But there's Jack Herer right there. The Emperor. So one of the most important pages you can look at on here is this is page 59. Oh, here it is, page 57. Okay. Let's read. Now, all of this is available at jackherer.com. You can go to jackherer.com, and at the top of the page, Herer, and it's pronounced Herer. At the top of the page, just click on the link. It says The Emperor. Click on that link, and you'll have access for free to this entire book. It's all free. But read this right here with me. Starting with the 1989 Spanish-American War, the Hearst, and remember, that's William Randolph Hearst. Remember, this is 1898. The Hearst newspaper had denounced Spaniards, Mexican Americans, and Latinos. So right there is your basis for everything else that you read after that point. Right? That was your basis. It was already a racist newspaper. This motherfucker was already a racist. Okay? When cannabis threatened his paper business, he went and used Hispanics and black people to outlaw cannabis. And this is going to explain it. After the seizure of 800,000 acres of Hearst's prime Mexican timberland by the marijuana-smoking army of Pancho Villa, these slurs intensified. Non-stop for the next 3 decades, Hearst painted a picture of the lazy, pot-smoking Mexican. There you go, guys. Still one of our most insidious prejudices. See that? They agree. It's a prejudice. Calling people not only Mexicans, but pot-smoking Mexicans. You know, but just going after Mexicans. Simultaneously, he waged a similar racist smear campaign against the Chinese, referring to them as the Yellow Peril. And look at the dates here, guys. From 1910 to 1920. You guys, these are the years that the decisions were made for all of mankind that has caused our extinction. We are literally going extinct right now. This is the story that explains why we're going extinct. Literally because of one man's stupidity, his inability to see hemp was the future, and he would have changed the entire direction that humanity took. Giving us 5,000 more years time to try to figure out what we're going to do, you know, with the sun or whatever. But this man robbed humanity of 5,000 years because of this. This is page 56 and 57. Exactly, James Mills. Yes. 56 and 57. And this just shows you how these terms were used to scare people. This is artwork from the time. And this is how they did it. This is yellow journalism right here. Anyhow, let's keep going. from 1910 to 1920, Hearst newspapers would claim that the majority of incidents in which blacks were said to have raped white women could be traced directly to cocaine. This continued for 10 years until Hearst decided it was not cocaine-crazed Negroes raping white women. It was now marijuana-crazed Negroes raping white women. See, this man set the narrative in his newspapers. Hearst's and other sensationalistic tabloids, see, it wasn't just Hearst, ran hysterical headlines atop stories portraying Negroes and Mexicans as frenzied beasts who, under the influence of marijuana, his word, would play anti-white voodoo satanic music, which was jazz, and heap disrespect and viciousness. And I don't disagree with that. You know, jazz is anti-white voodoo satanic music. All right. It's a musician's joke. You guys wouldn't get it. Upon the predominantly white readership. Other such offenses resulting from this drug-induced crime wave included stepping on white men's shadows, looking white people directly in the eye for 3 seconds or more, looking at a white woman twice, laughing at a white person, etc. For such crimes, hundreds of thousands of Mexicans and blacks spent in aggregate millions. Does that sound like something familiar to you? Maybe little Joe Biden and the crime bill, isn't that funny? Huh. History repeats itself, I guess. Of years in jails, prisons, and on chain gangs under brutal segregation laws that remained in effect throughout the United States until the 50s and 60s. Hearst, through watch this, guys, right here. Hearst, through pervasive and repetitive use, pounded the obscure Mexican slang word marijuana into the English-speaking American consciousness. Meanwhile, the word hemp was disregarded and cannabis, and cannabis, the scientific term, was ignored and buried. Now, we could keep going on, but I want you really just to kind of sit in what I just told you, okay? Hearst, through pervasive and repetitive use, pounded the obscure Mexican slang word marijuana into the English-speaking American consciousness. He made up the word, and then he used that word to get cannabis banned, and now everybody wants to keep using that word, and subconsciously, it's negative. And there's people out there who know the history behind cannabis, the banning of cannabis, and all of it. And they still choose to call it marijuana. It's psychotic. And it's not just because it's racist, but it is. And that should be reason enough. No. It's detrimental to the fucking movement! Isn't it? That's how he got it fucking banned! He made up that stupid fucking word and used that word to get cannabis banned! Doesn't that make sense? It's called The Emperor Wears No Clothes by Jack Herer. H-E-R-E-R. Jack, the easiest way to remember how to say his name. Herer. Just grab your hair down here. Ladies. Herer. Boing. Did you guys see that? Like a goddamn, dynamite with a laser beam. Guaranteed to blow your mind. The Emperor Wears No Clothes. But isn't it interesting that they used this word? They use that word on the cover. I just think it's so funny when they literally reveal the racism behind that word. And man, if I was friends with Jack Herer while he was alive, I would have said, man, you gotta not be hypocritical. And I understand that you want people to see this and to read it. But it's the wrong way to go about doing it. This leaf on the cover, make it bigger. But don't use the word marijuana that you just explained to everybody the entire history behind the word and how it is used, racist, and to put cannabis down. So the easiest thing we can do to get access for all, look at this, guys, 59.8. The easiest thing we can do to get access for all is to use the word cannabis. Every chance we get. Use the word cannabis and start the conversation. And then when people want to know why you're, and you don't have to enforce it on people, just use it yourself. But wait for someone to ask you why you're using that word all the time. Don't correct people, you know? Don't be like that. Don't instruct people what to do. But when they ask you, say, let them know the history behind the banning of it. You'd like to see it go to 62? Me too, Kevin. I'd like to see it go to 100 today. I'd like to see it just jump up to 100,000. You know, fuck it. Why are we let's see 500,000 today. 500,000. 500,000. Dude, if it went to 500,000, would you jump out? Or would you stay in? You know? I'd take out what I put in and leave the rest in. Oh, man. Dude, could you imagine? It's going to do it one day. It's going to jump one day massively, and everyone's just going to be shocked when it does. You know? These guys, they're going to be able to call it. I mean, they're already saying the date. They're saying September 28th. Do they say September 28th is the end of the bull run? Is that what they're saying? So by September, it should be like 500,000. That was BitBoy Crypto. You know, the interview guru. What is this? What is this while you're doing an interview? Why does he do this while he's interviewing somebody? What is that? What the fuck was that, man? You know what, man? He might be on medication or something. And maybe that was a side effect. You know, and maybe he wasn't even conscious of it. God. What was it? He wasn't fucking nervous. Dude, he's Ben from fucking BitBoy Crypto, son. That motherfucker just went to fucking Vegas. He wasn't nervous. He was doing a Zoom interview. He was doing a Zoom interview. All he had to do was ask questions and sit there and shut the fuck up. And he couldn't even do that. Oh, I love podcasts. Best West GT, I'm so glad you asked me that question. Yes, let me tell you about all my favorite podcasters so I don't have to do it at the end of the show. Number one, my favorite guy is Ron Placone. YouTube. Ron Placone, check him out. Jimmy Dore. YouTube, The Jimmy Dore Show. Graham Elwood. Lee Camp. Those are my fours. Go-tos. And then for uploads, really good uploads, Simon Dan, if you like someone bashing flat earthers. He's podcasting now. Also, I will watch from time to time Katie Halper's not bad for a podcast. I'm just trying to think of people that go live, that I watch. I watch a lot of uploaders too. Like Secular Talk and Thunderfoot. Comedians. Yeah. Best West GT. Every single podcaster that the first 4 that I introduced to you, my main ones, remember? All 4 of them comedians, stand-up comics. Ron Placone, stand-up comic. Jimmy Dore, stand-up comic. Graham Elwood, stand-up comic. Lee Camp, stand-up comic. Does those classify as comedians? He says, I guess I lean towards comedians when it comes to podcasts. I guess I lean towards comedians when it comes towards podcasts. You fucking podcast snob! That was great. I'm glad I'm funny. Hey, I'm glad I'm keeping it fucking funny up in here. What? Hey, you want to hear something funny? Listen to this. Ooh, I left it down. Hey, I'm a freaking comedian! What? That one always gets a laugh. You want to hear something funny? Listen to this. I start adjusting my zipper. So, you guys want to hear the rule on YouTube about that? You can do something like that as long as it's comedic and it's not the central focus of attention in the shot. So you see how I turned sideways and kind of took it off screen? It makes it okay. YouTube would be okay with that. What you can't do is fucking put it right in front of the camera and do what I did. There's no way YouTube would allow that. And make that, if that's the focus of the shot. They actually, 710 what? Shut up, yo! Fucking 710! They've actually got specific literature regarding that when it comes to the nature of what you're doing. It's interesting. If you go through their terms of service as a content provider, which I am, you can go through and you read the terms of service and see what you can do and what you can't do, especially when you're using cannabis on their service. You want to know what their policy is. So, yeah, I got familiar with all that shit. And that was one thing I remember reading. It's like, yeah, you could basically show cleavage as long as the camera's not focused on the cleavage. And I was just like, that is so fucking funny and stupid. I was like, okay, so you can have cleavage on the screen anywhere. But if the camera is zoomed in, like for the whole podcast, and it's just like your mouth and your cleavage, you're going to get taken down. Isn't that funny? Even if you're like clothed, completely clothed, they would not allow that. It's in their terms of service. Those motherfuckers. Shit lips and such. Nobody's even talking about shit lips anymore, pal. What are you doing? Drinking kafefe? What are you trying to do with dabby? Nobody's even doing dabbies anymore, pal. What are you doing? Oh, you were going to use your special dabber? The glass one, pal? Nobody's even using the special glass dabber anymore, pal. What are you doing? You didn't even clean it off with alcohol first, pal. It's got dust and dirt all over it. What are you doing? Get yourself some alcohol, pal, and a paper towel. What are you doing, pal? Psh, nobody's even doing it like that anymore, pal. What'd you learn how to do that on your? What'd you learn how to do that on your freaking BlackBerry? Psh, nobody's even got Blackberries anymore, pal. Psh, unreal. Psh. Best West GT says YouTube's terms of service can suck my dick. My duck. Where's the dabby, baby? Look, I'm totally with you, Best West. It makes me want to play this for you, actually. Oh, son of a bitch. Okay, here we go. Yes. Oh, I probably don't have sound, do I?
Prepare yourself. Prepare yourself.
It starts with an F. Bullshit! Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you, YouTube! Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you, all motherfuckers! Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you, Chevron! Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you all! Fuck you, motherfuckers! Fuck you, Hollywood! Fuck you! Fuck you!
Yeah, it would help if I turn on my mic. Thanks. So I was just saying, this is the colorful side. So this is not to be used for dabbing. This is the side for dabbing. I said, but it's all about the sparkles. That's all I said. Nobody's even doing the audio anymore, Val. Nobody's even doing audio anymore, Val. Unreal. What are you doing? All right, let's see if I can gather a dab here. Okay, there we go. Nothing too fancy. Nothing too fancy schmancy. Nobody's even doing fancy schmancy anymore, Val. What are you talking about? Ooh, kafefe. Okay. What I recommend is to be very conscious not to burn themselves the first time you dab. Everybody after they hit a bubbler, their first reaction is to put their hand on the hot TI and try to pull it off the bong to clear the chamber in the bong. You never do that. But I've seen a lot of people, myself included, make that mistake. It's a reflex reaction, you know. When you're doing bong rips, you're used to pulling the bowl off to carve it, and that makes you susceptible to burning your fingers on this hot ass TI after you, because you're high as fuck when you're taking that dab and it goes right to your brain and you forget, and you're higher than you've ever been probably, and you go to reach down to grab that thing to pull it off to clear the chamber. You think you're doing the right thing. There's literally videos on YouTube of people doing that. So that would be my recommend for first time dabber. First time dabbing with my girlfriend, thinking it was a bong. I grabbed the dab nail and fucked my hand up, dropped it on my arm. It literally stuck to my forearm. There you go. There's another. Best West GT literally has a story of that exact same thing happening. So remember to tell people that when they're doing their first dab. Say, be conscious, don't touch this. It's really hot. You don't pick it up to clear the chamber. Don't do it. And they'll be like, okay, I know. And then they'll do it anyway. You fucking smack their hand away before they do it, you know? You're just like, you're getting higher than you've ever been. You know, don't do that. All right. Cheers, guys. All of you that are dropping those digits and sharing this video. Thank you. Vortex in it, pal. Nobody's even doing the vortex, pal. Don't be me, guys. Keep the rig on a surface. Cheers, Leon. You don't have to use your hands for anything but the dabbing part. Hit that shit. Makes me not want to do it. Why did that guy say fuck? Oh, why did that Dave guy? Cheers. Fuck you. Oh, because they're watching a video of me saying fuck you. Over and over again. Fuck you! Levi's Clothing Company. Among others. So, we're sitting here watching this. This Bitcoin just hit 60,000. That's the high. What's the high of the day? 60,000. And the low is 55,223. Someone just made $5,000, guys. Or at least 4,500. Someone just made 4,500 when they got out at 60. Just like that. So they would have made that, what did we say, 5,000 or 6,000 yesterday. Hey Tilly, what's up OG? OG420 Jr. I re-up today on goodies. Ordering from a dispensary website in the morning makes life just... There's something I can't really see what it is. Or a million. I want to be called the Crypto Keeper. The Crypto Keeper. Have all Halloween shit around me. Make like spider webs and bats hanging down and you know, fucking robotic fucking skeletons behind me, which I've already got. I just gotta go get them out of storage. I got all that shit. Fucking, that'd be bad as fuck, dude. I'd be the fucking Crypto Keeper, son. Got some super sherbet. Fucking A, OG420 Jr. Fucking A, bruh. Ride or die, son. Blackmore Garden says, or some dick dumbass could have made $50 and is dancing around his futon. Hey, don't knock making $50, Blackmore, because now he could take that $50 and add it to what he started with and do more the next time. The count of crypto. Ha 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 ha. Blah, 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 blah. The crypto count. I love to count 59 beautiful crypto coins, 59,581.20 beautiful crypto coins. Oh, 59,548.20 beautiful crypto coins. Oh, 59,420. What? It's back down to 59,420. See, I'm glad that we've got these numbers that we remember in our heads that give us a good idea that this is happening. Look how far down it went, guys. 59,420. And now look at that bounce. What the fuck? Look at the bounce. I love watching this, man. This is exciting to watch. Because you've got all of this to compare it with over just the last few seconds. You know? Oh, it's fucking great. Man, I'm looking forward to my my solar guy getting here and working on this thing, because I'm thinking I'm learning so much about the system now, man. You know, I've learned so much more. It's all, and now everything they're talking about all makes sense to me now. You know, it's like being in the Matrix, you know, and not knowing that it's all fucking there, and then looking at the screen, and then you see what it all really is. It's just happened to me basically with my entire energy setup here. You know, it's not just solar, it's generator, what's coming from the street, what's coming from the solar panels, what's in my batteries. You know, it's 4 different sources of power. And it's all just how they all work together now. It all makes sense to me now, man. It all is clicking like that fucking, like clicking like the like that switch that was clicking on and off, and I can't remember what it's called. Oh, that's so funny. This is the guy who introduced me to that guy. Hey, brother. Yeah, I am. I'm doing my show right now. You want to be on my show? Yeah. Okay. Hell yeah, I could see that. It's forever. No. Let me see. How long have I been live for? I've been live for a while. Actually, I've got Sasha coming over. Thank you very much for that. What do you mean, Sasha? You're so funny. Yeah. So I got an issue. I got an issue with that, and we're gonna work on that. It's not seeing the power coming from. The transfer switch. That's what it's called, guys. I think I might have a faulty transfer switch on my generator. It's not seeing the power coming from the street. So it's going over to generator, and then it's draining my batteries, and then I'm losing power. The power's going out. Well, cool, man. I hope so. I look forward to it. Yeah, are you ready to do that right now? Okay. There's every chance. There's every chance that you can. I'm in constant contact with them all the time. I mean, it's not a problem at all, man. Okay. I read all about the membranes. It's incredible, man. I think it's incredible. It's what that technology is capable of doing. I would have just some basic questions about it. You know, I can't wait to ask you. In fact, you know, I'll ask you some stuff, and then you know we could talk about it when you wanted to do it. We could talk about it on the show and stuff. No, I just checked out. The technology first. It was a lot to go through, man. You know, so I was reading. Okay, and maybe I'll check out the charity by then. You know. Oh yeah, I will check. That's what you're proposing for the storage. Okay, cool. I will. You're welcome, brother. Thank you. Okay. Okay. Cool. Beautiful. All right. Bye. So that's a cool guy. We'll try to get him on the show. Um, I know a lot about him, and I don't know what I'm allowed to say on here. I can't say anything, but I don't know what he's going to be willing to talk about when he comes on. Um, but really, really, really cool, interesting you know, it's like you never, some of the most unsuspecting people turn out to be just completely what you never imagined. And the more him and I spoke over the years, you know, the more I found out of what he's involved with and what he had been involved in the past. So that's all I'm going to say about him. And if it happens, it happens. And you guys just watch for a possible appearance of my good friend. And just know this one word, membranes. And that you'll know exactly who it is I'm talking about. All right? Now, in the meantime, is rumored now, by Texas town, about that shack outside LaGrange, They got a lot of nice girls. Just let me know if you want to go. Banana to the home out on the range. They got a lot of nice girls. Didn't I just say that? So wait. It's rumored now that Texas town that shack outside LaGrange. You know what I'm talking about. Just let me know if you want to go to the home out on the range. They got a lot of nice girls. Have mercy. Well, every time, if you got the time, and tend to get yourself in, I heard it's pretty tight on most every night but now I might be mistaken, yeah. I try not to. This is rare. Oh, I try to never run out of cannabis. You're like, I try not to. Dude, it's like, oh my God, who's that remind me of? It sounds like Hillary Clinton, Levi, saying, I try to be honest with my vote, with my constituents. Oh my God. Oh, that's what that reminded me of. Hillary. That's where we can all come together, isn't it, everyone? Come together, come on, join together, come on and join together with the band. Join together, come on together, join together with the band. When you hear the sound of coming, hear the drummer drumming, want you to join together with the band. We don't move in a particular direction. We don't make no collections. Want you to join together with the band. Do you really think I care what you eat or what you wear? I want you to join together with the band. There's a million ways to laugh, and everyone's a path. I want you to join together with the band. Everybody join together. Won't you join together? Come on, join together with the band. We need to join together. Won't you join together? Come on and join together with the band. Ring bum bum ba ding 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 bum bum ring bum bum ding ding ding. Best let's take care. Bing bing bang ding 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 ring ding 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 ding. You don't have to play. You can follow or lead the way. I want you to join together with the band. Hey, Tula. Band. Bow, 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 bow. We don't know where we're going, but the season's right for knowing. Won't you join together with the band? Bow, 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 bow. Ring, bow, 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 bow. Ring, bing, bing, bow, bow, bow. Ring, bum, bum, bow, 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 boom. Ring, bum, bum, bow, bow, bow. It's the singer, not the song, that makes the music move along. Won't you join together with the band? This is the biggest band you'll find. It's as deep as it is wide. I want you to join together with the band. Everybody join together. Come on and join together. Come on and join together with the band. We need to join together. Won't you join together? Come on and join together with the band. Ring bum bum ba bum ba bum 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 ring bum 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 ba bum 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 ring bum bum ba bum ba bum bum ring bum bum ba bum ba bum bum ring bum bum ba bum ba 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 bum. Studio fade. What? Tula, how's it going, honey? So here we sit. There's a million ways to laugh, Everyone's a path. I want you to join together with the band. I want to join together. It's a good song. 59.3. That's where we're at. We watched it go to 60, which is the day's high. And it's a good sign for people because it tells people that it is going to go right past 60. It's doing exactly what everybody thinks it's going to do. So, investors that call the futures, they want it to go to a certain point. GB was trying to explain this to me the other day. So, it's these people that short, that bet against Bitcoin, that set the lows, basically. Because they'll pull their Bitcoins out because they want to see it go down to, say, 57 or 55 or wherever in their minds, you know, these giant whales that have giant amounts of Bitcoin decide that they want to dig in again. And if they can continue to do this, to bounce between 55 and 60, or 54 and 60, and make $5,000 every shot, they'll try to do it as often as they can. They're making $5,000, $5,000, $5,000, $5,000. Of course they want to keep perpetuating that. You know? It's when people like me and you see this kind of activity and we keep buying into it, it's when they lose that lower position that they can do that game at, and it goes up to between 60 and 65. And then they play the same fucking game there. They can only suppress it for so long, and they don't mind that everybody's making more money, you know? So they don't mind where you're setting that fucking zone at, as long as that zone is fluctuating for them to do what they got to do to make that money every day. You know? So these are day traders and people that hold a lot of stocks. And they help dictate what the value of Bitcoin is. And so do people like me and you, the smaller investors, people that are, you know, we can just do so much. But as a group, we devour those people because there's way more of us. So, you know, they play where we dictate the playground boundary to be. And the more of us that buy in, the higher that price is going to go. It's crazy, man. You know? These big investors don't care where it's at, just as long as it's fluctuating the way they want it to. So when it says futures, I never understood that. What I think that means is, and I could be wrong, is that when someone's looking at, like, let's say Bitcoin says 59.3 right now, they're going to sell their shares, say, and try to determine where this is going. And they're going to look at the number and say, okay, I think it's going to bust through 60. Or I think it's going to drop, you know, go down to 54 or something. So they're going to sell their shares right now, or wait till it hits 60 again, sell their shares at 60, and then wait for it to drop down to 54. Then when it hits 54, buy again when it's lower, and ride it back up to 60 again, and then sell it again. Over and over and over again, and they keep adding money from what they can do with it. That, I believe, is future investing. So when they are doing that, they're manipulating the price. And the larger groups of people with large amounts of Bitcoin that do that, the less the people have to say about what's going on. But a lot of those people are selling off their shares to the public. It's interesting. And it keeps going up. The value keeps going up. You want to look at the dip? I'll show it to you. You want to see where we're at? 3 months? Here it is, 3 months. Three months. What does that look like to you? I'll show you what it looks like to me. It looks like that first dip right there. That spike. Look. Now the question is it going to do that again? Because that's what it did, and people are manipulating it to do these things. You know, the moon... my solar guy's here, guys. I'm gonna go. I will talk to you soon, and you guys, I told you about who to check out. My website is Nays Garden. You might want to go to naysgarden.com. Check out everything there. Learn how to grow 4 pounds. It's all free. Check out my interviews. naysgarden.com. Hopefully in April we'll have Cy Mandan here. So check out Cy Mandan on YouTube. Thank you guys. Love you all. Take care. Bye-bye.